In this screencast, we're going to discuss the process of restoring what you've zipped and saved in Moodle. Okay, to really understand the restore process, you're going to want to make sure you've watched the backup video, because what that'll do is that'll give you a point of reference. At least 2 weeks before your course starts, you need to complete the backup and restore process. Okay, to take the course content that you create in your Moodle test site and transfer it to the Moodle live site. Remember that students are only going to have access to your live site. So you're going to work and test in the beginning when we have that 6-8 week process. When you get within 2 weeks of the beginning of your course, we're going to need to back it up and restore it into live. The process of populating your course with content is called restore, or restore your course content. So when you hear that term or phrase used, that's what we're referring to. So one of the ways to restore your course, once you've gone into the Moodle live site and you've accessed the course, you're going to come over under the administration panel and click on restore. Okay, so you see under administration we have the option of restore, and you're going to click on that. Now one of the things you're going to need to do is you're going to need to upload the file. Okay, upload the zip file, and you do that by coming over here to the right. Okay, now this is assuming that you've backed up your course and you've saved it. And it's special note, when you back up your course, make sure you don't alter the zip file name. Moodle will not recognize it if you do. Okay, and I'll show you that here a little bit later. So you want to make sure you keep the name the same of however Moodle zips it for you when you back up your course. So let's go to upload a file. We're going to go under browse, and let's go under here to this zip file. That's how you know it's a zip file, and double click it, and you will see it appear here. Okay, this should be the file's name, and we're going to go upload. My little computer's working. Okay, now in Moodle, when you see this little icon here, this is how we know it's a zip file. Okay, that represents a zip file. And if we come down here, notice like some of these names, how they look a little odd and they have .zip at the end. That tells you it's a zip file, but that's also what it looks like coming from Moodle. So you want to make sure you leave it that and that you don't rename it just yet until you get the course restored. So I'm going to do this one right down here. So if I come over here to the right hand side of the screen under the action, alright, I have a few choices. The one we're going to choose right now is restore. Okay. Now the next screen is going to tell you you're about to start the restore process, and then in this box it's going to give you the name of your zip file, and then do you want to continue? Yes, we do. Now the next screen you'll see here at the top, you'll get the course restore with the information, and then you'll get course information as far as the name and the summary, information as far as the backup name, which will be the file you're uploading, the Moodle version, the backup version, and the backup date, which that'll keep saved, because as you back the course up, you'll find in your files folder within Moodle that backup version that you've created, or uploaded, I should say. You'll be given all backup details. Okay, it can be a lengthy scroll list. Going to scroll through this list to the bottom. It gives you everything that would be backed up. Now once you've scrolled through your list, however lengthy or short it is, depending on how much content you have in your course, you're going to go click on continue. It's at the very bottom of the screen. So really everything that's on this page, you could really just brush over it, go straight to the bottom and click continue. There's really nothing more other than just textual information of what you have so far. Now, in this setting, there's a few options that we're going to ask you on this page when the screen refreshes. There's a few options that we're going to ask you to please make sure you do, and it really matters to the course content, because one of the things you're going to want to continuously do is back up your course whenever you're working in it, even in the live site. You want to make sure you back it up. But whenever we go to restore, and when I say back it up, I mean once or twice a week back it up, just like you would save work if you're working on a Word document or a PowerPoint, so that you have that with you. But anytime you go to restore it, we don't want to bring over student information from course their enrollment and ultimately kind of get the students in a pickle there. So one of the things when it says restore to existing course, deleting it first, that'll help ensure that you don't bring over student information. When it comes to category, that's a choice that you can have. You can pick whichever category your course falls in. The short name and the full name, both of those will be Baker-driven names that are given to you. So you want to make sure that it matches up with the name Baker provides. It'll have like NBA 534, Human Resource Management, and then also some numerical characters that will come with it. And so like the short name would be NBA 535, and some numerical characters that will come with it in Moodle. So you want to make sure you have those correct. You want to make sure that you have your course start date correct. Now down here, underneath that, you'll find this is where the content, all right, the actual data of information you're going to bring over exists. And so whenever you see a green check, that means you're carrying that information over. So this is the part in the process that, let's say you wanted to leave off a lessons file because you didn't like the way that worked, or you wanted to leave an assignment off. Let's say I wanted to leave upload a single file off. By doing that, I don't bring that over. That by checking that and taking that check mark out, that when the course is restored, that would be left off. So this is a way that you can kind of comb through and decide what you might want to bring over, or what you might not want to bring over, depending on what course it is you're teaching or how you're using it. But one aspect we do ask you to do is over here on the right-hand side represents user data. Go ahead and click on none. By doing that, that takes all the green check marks away and ensures that you don't bring over any student information. So again, depending on how you have, it could be a lengthy scroll, but you want to scroll down. And notice as the screen's moving down, you see all the user data is unchecked. But over here on this side, as far as the content that I'm bringing over, it's all checked. Now once you get down to the bottom of the screen, under your data information and course content information, you have a few other options. And there's a couple of them in here that we want to make sure we point out to you. One is make sure that none is selected in the users. Okay, this makes sure that you don't bring over any current users of the course, and that no is selected in the user files, so that it gives over any user files like documents that they've uploaded. Because if you've had students in the course and they've uploaded documents and you don't adjust those would come over, and that's something you don't need because it could clutter up your gradebook and kind of cause confusion. Okay? And once you've done that, you're going to go down and click on continue. Okay, now I'm going to pause you here for just a second. Once you've clicked on continue at the bottom of your screen, you'll be brought, when the screen refreshes, you'll be asked or noted that please note this process can take a long time depending on your computer speed and the size of what you're uploading. But you want to go ahead and click on restore this course now. And I may pause you again depending on how long that takes. No, okay. Now once that happens, once the screen refreshes and it's been restored, you'll get a detailed list of text of all the information that has been added to the course. So you can just one final check to see what's been added. So you scroll all the way down to the bottom. And again, depending on how much information, it could be a lengthy scroll. At the very bottom, you'll note a message, restore completed successfully. That allows you to know that Moodle has accepted it and it works fine. If it doesn't, there'll be a message down there letting you know that it wasn't completed successfully. So once you see that, you can rest assured it's gone the way you wanted it to. Okay? And then you come over underneath continue, or come over to the center and click on continue. And after you click on that and the screen refreshes, it should just be with your content that you've carried over into your new course. Okay, so that's the restore process. So after you've gone and you've backed up your course and zipped it into a zip file in the test environment, you've gone into your live environment, you would go through this process of restoring it.